If you want to learn how to create a roast chicken like the one that I'm holding right now in my hand, that is delicious, cooks on its own, and you can have almost the entire lunch hour doing your own free things while the chicken cooks in the oven, let me show you how. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In this channel, we talk about ways to make work more fun and productive. So in this video, I want to show you guys how I create one of my favorite lunches while working from home, because it's so easy to prepare and it practically cooks on its own because I don't have to go to the kitchen and monitor it from the start to completion. All I need to do is just to marinate it, put it in the oven for about an hour, and I can just do that in the morning so that by the time it's lunchtime, it's actually done already, and the chicken is actually still warm, nice and warm, because it stays in the oven while I'm still working. Because of that, it actually helps me to save so much time, so I don't have to go out there to buy food and queue up and come back, and by the time it's actually about 1 hour already, and I think it's delicious, absolutely delicious, and I can have almost the full lunch hour to do whatever I want on my own computer. Actually, I prefer this because it's healthy, it's delicious, and I'm proud to make my own lunch. So I first always start off with chicken that I bought from NTUC. It's already a cut chicken, so it's already all in pieces, so that really saves me the work from chopping the chicken up. Next I have sesame oil. It's a really good brand of sesame oil. And I have salt and pepper. And I put it into the bowl like this so that I can mix it all up. And then what I'll do next is I'll just pour it into the chicken and just marinate it. So I take about 3 tablespoons of sesame oil, and I'm just going to take a bit of salt right now. Now for chicken, we want to make it a little salty so that it comes off with a very nice roast. So I take about this is about half a tablespoon of salt. That should be enough. Maybe just a little bit more. Alright, and I've already put the pepper in. I basically ground the pepper and put it in there. Then I'll take a spoon and give it a really good mix. So it smells really good. And then I have a large silver plate here as a roasting tray. So I'm just going to pour this right in. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my hands to give it a really nice rub. Make sure that it's evenly coated and it starts to have a little bit of shine. Yeah, it looks a bit shiny. Yeah. So I will just be a little bit careful about this process because these bones here, they can be really sharp on the edges. So I just want to make sure that I do it very gently and just be conscious of the edges of the bone. So next I'll just plate it nicely into a roasting tray. I'll try to get all the skin side up because I want to achieve a really nice browning of the skin, and I just want to make sure that it's evenly spaced out as well. So as you can see, due to the chop up chicken parts, there are some bigger ones like this and there are soft smaller ones like this. So I just try to spread it evenly like this. For the wing part, actually for this part of the wing, it doesn't really need to be so exposed. I want to prioritize more on the meatier parts of the chicken. There's a little bit of residue left. I'm just going to pour it right in so that it gives me a really nice broth at the end. That can be used as stock for cooking noodles and vegetables. And I would want to have a little bit of space so that I can use the mittens, the cotton glove to grip the entire plate because it's kind of heavy. This whole thing weighs about 1 kg plus. So for the temperature, I usually start the oven from cold and turn it up to 230 degrees Celsius, which is the max, for 60 minutes. But it takes about 10 minutes for the oven to warm up. And the actual cooking time is actually only about 45 minutes at 230 degrees Celsius. So, and the chicken, in it goes. And after 40 minutes at 230 degrees Celsius in the oven, the chicken was transformed into this beautifully brown chicken with a slight crispy edge on the skin, submerged in a thick and tasty broth. For one chicken, there are about 12 parts which I could pack for my lunches over the next 2 days. The chicken also lives behind this beautiful broth which is packed with unami flavor of chicken, and it can be used to add a rich flavor to salty dishes and stir-fried noodles. Okay, so right now I'm going to give this a taste. I have the 3 pieces of chicken right in front of me over here, and I'm sitting in front of my computer because this is my working desk. I'm gonna try the drumstick first. It's incredibly juicy. It's got full of chickeny flavor, and the skin is nicely brown due to the oil that has and the salt that has been rubbed over it, and it's just simply delicious. Can you guys guess which chicken part is this? This is actually one of my favorite parts of the chicken, besides the drumstick, which is commonly known as one of the more flavorful parts of the chicken. Actually, this is the chicken butt. It's like really the buttock, and what you're seeing over here, this triangle, is actually the tail part of the chicken. The reason why it's so flavorful is because it's very fatty as well, and fat is flavor. And yeah, I mean, it has this thick layer of skin, and underneath is a very juicy meat as well. And so let's give this a taste. Oh man, this is so juicy, man. Absolutely delicious. I mean, just look at the juices that's just running all over it. Really underrated piece of meat. What I like about the breast meat and the chest part of the meat is that it's full of protein. So although it's probably not the nicest piece of meat to eat because it's kind of dry and a little bit lacking of flavor because it's mostly made up of proteins, and it's actually very good for my body because it helps me to recover. It helps my muscles to recover after all the long workouts. And actually, for the past few weeks, I've been eating a lot of roast chicken like this after exercising, so that has helped me to recover faster. And do more push-ups over time, and I have an IBPT test coming up this Saturday as well. So yeah, so I'm trying to get myself prepped up, ready for another IBPT test, man. There's just so much flavor in this. It's incredible just how oil, salt, and pepper, and just 1 hour in the oven can really transform a plain-looking chicken into something so delicious like this. It tastes a little bit like fried chicken, but although it's not fried, it's not as oily. And it's got this, it's like a cross between fried chicken and barbecue chicken. Because it's a little dry, but yet it still has this brown, very nicely caramelized chicken flavor. And really, I think this is one of probably the healthiest thing that you can eat. Okay, probably not the healthiest, because that's steamed chicken. But for this one, it's really good. Thank you for watching my video about how I make one of my favorite lunches at home, which is a roast chicken, and it uses just simple ingredients of sesame oil, salt and pepper, 230 degrees in the oven at 40 minutes, and it will transform it into a beautifully brown chicken like this. If you'd like to see me make more food recipes, feel free to leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and look forward to see you in my next video.